Welcome back to Dynamics. Okay, three in a row. Yet another not political video. Movie review time. I went and saw the movie Immaculate. Um, I initially wanted to see a different movie. The Was it Late Night with the Devil? I think is the title of that movie, and I think I'm going to see that this Saturday. So hopefully I'll be able to do a movie review on that. Anyways, but it was book solid. The theater was full, so I was unable to see that. I was shocked. I really was. I'm glad that it's super popular and that people really like seeing these type of movies like I do. But maybe going during when the movie theaters have a limited showing, and they're all late at night, and so those fill up a lot faster than a movie that I would normally see where I could go and see the movie at like 11 or 12 in the morning, afternoon. And so it was full. I was shocked. We decided to go ahead and see Immaculate instead. Um, it looked like a pretty cool concept, a movie that you've probably seen before, like a Rosemary's Baby or something to that effect. I was excited to see it. I like that type of thing. I'm Catholic, and so I feel that it's definitely interesting to me on that level too. So let's talk about who's in this, right? We have Sydney Sweeney, who is kind of like getting a lot of talk about. A lot of people are talking about her lately, um, in part for her boobies. She is a large-chested lady, apparently, and people are like, "Hey, those should you got to cover those up." I'm not a big like you got to cover those up type of guy. So it doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, so that's something that's going on out there. She was also in Madam Web, I believe, and that movie was terrible. I hear. I never got to see it. I'll see it when it streams. I guess we'll see. But I hear it was really bad, and so she's in it. I hear she's not great in it, and it's not a great movie, and so there's that, right? But I went into this, thinking that well, this is a completely different concept. This is actually her movie. She's one of the producers on it, and I saw her give an interview where she was talking about how originally the concept was going to be at a school instead of at a convent. It was going to be at a I'm assuming a Catholic school instead. But she wanted to play the role herself, and so she's obviously older. Not old. She's older than a schoolgirl. She doesn't look anything like that. She could be the age of a schoolgirl, especially the whole thing we were talking about earlier. So they changed the concept a little bit so it could be her in the starring role, and I think that was probably for the best. I think that was a better choice to go down this route. Although we'll get to a little bit of why that I see why it started out where it did. Anyways, let's see who else is in this movie. I think she is the only one with a name that anybody would recognize, but let's take a look. We have so Alvaro Morte is his name. I know I've seen him in other stuff. What have I seen him in? Money Heist. That's a TV series. Nope. The Wheel of Time. That's where I've seen him. Okay. I was like, where do I know this guy from? Because he looks like another actor, and that's who I thought he was at first. Dominic something, I think. Anyways, he looks like another actor. But he's the guy from The Wheel of Time. He's good in The Wheel of Time. I enjoyed him in that. I enjoyed him in this movie too. We'll get back to whether or not I enjoyed Sydney Sweeney in just a little bit. But this guy was pretty good. So you might know his name, but I didn't know his name. I know him from something else. Simona Tabasco. Let's see. What else has she been in? She has been in. Well, she was in a show called The White Lotus, and it looks like she's in a bunch of Spanish language films. So yeah, I did not know her from anything. We have. We'll go down the list a little ways before we start saying, okay, yeah, they're too two small roles. Benedetta uh, Porcaroli. Porcaroli. Let's see. She was in. Oh, nothing that I know. All right. So she had a semi-major role in the movie. Sister Gwen. The previous actress was Sister Mary, and the previous actor was Father Sal Tedeschi. Tedeschi? Yeah. Then we have Giorgio Colongelli. Colongelli? I don't know this guy either. I'm wondering, are these mostly Spanish actors or are they Italian actors? They might be Italian because I think they're in the Italian countryside. The convent is in Italy, so I think maybe all of these actors are not Spanish. They're Italian, other than Sydney Sweeney, of course. And then Dora Romano, yeah, also another Italian actress. The Hand of God. Yeah, I don't think I know her either. See, so a lot of people that were not, well known to me, anyways. Maybe they're well known to you, or you know them from at least something. Um, but it's mostly Sydney Sweeney. So it's hit or miss. Like I wasn't a big fan of Dora Romano's Mother Superior. She was okay. Um, Sister Mary was pretty good. Sister Gwen was not. I didn't care for her character and the acting. You know, Father Sal Tedeschi. I enjoyed his acting. I enjoyed the character. Okay, so this movie, let's talk about Sydney Sweeney first. Okay, so she wasn't terrible, but it wasn't amazing either. Um, I don't. I mean, I'm glad she's trying different things. That she wanted to do a horror movie like this. Well, horror. It's not really a horror movie, um, but but maybe this isn't exactly her wheelhouse. But I'll give her another chance if she does another one, or another similar type of movie. Um, and the concept was your classic, type of concept, and then they tried to twist it and turn it on its head. And I didn't really care for the twist too much. I thought it made the movie worse. I don't want to spoil it, just in case you want to see it, but you'll see what I'm talking about if you watch the movie. I would basically say that this was a mid-tier movie. It wasn't worth watching in the theater. I luckily am able to see these type of movies because, like, I have the unlimited Regal app, but I wouldn't recommend it overall. Um, and just in general, the acting was mediocre. The story ended up taking a turn for the worse. There's some good, like, horror elements to it, the scariness of being in the dark and that sort of thing, and not knowing what was around the corner. You think it's going to be a supernatural movie, but maybe it's not. And then, yeah, it's just overall not my highest recommendation. Hopefully, the when I get to see that other movie this weekend, I'll have a much happier review for you guys. All right, and then also Ghostbusters. I really would like to do a Ghostbusters review, so I gotta see that movie here pretty soon. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good day.